So EA just dropped a brand new laundry list update for May 20th, and this one's actually a bit different. Not only did they give us the usual list of bug reports being looked into for the next patch, but they also gave us some rare transparency into how this whole process works behind the scenes, including what happens when players report bugs, how they get prioritized, and how fixes are actually rolled out. Before we get into the rest of the video, quick shout out to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this one. Right now, you can grab some of the best Sims 4 expansion packs for an even lower price than the sale price on the EA app. Cottage Living and Get Famous are down to $16. Snowy Escape and Seasons are 65% off at $15. And Growing Together, Horse Ranch, and High School Years are all between $15 and $16. And that includes other packs like City Living, Cats and Dogs, and even Love Struck are on sale as well. Plus, don't forget, I do monthly giveaways over on Instant Gaming as well. A link to that can be found in the description box below. So if you want a chance to win a Sims 4 DLC for free, or possibly any other game, I definitely recommend that you enter. My affiliate and giveaway links are down in the description box below. So first off, EA opened the post by acknowledging that it's been a full year since they announced a dedicated team to tackle technical issues. In that time, they've posted 7 laundry lists and fixed hundreds of issues, some new and some old, with a focus on bugs that are really impacting players the most. They said they've been happy with the improvements so far, but they know the work isn't done. And going forward, they want to experiment with new ways to be more transparent, especially through Discord, starting with this post right here. I definitely think this is a response to, I guess, some of the backlash they've received recently about how they were so much more transparent after they announced that team that was dedicated to fixing bugs, but since we haven't really heard much from them, there's been a lot of talk and speculation that maybe they were moved or are no longer on the team. They said, wait a minute, we gotta clear this up. So they actually broke down the entire process of how a bug report becomes a fix. The first step, issue is discovered and then verified. When you report something on the EA forums, a community manager or forum super user checks to see if it's a real issue, or maybe something caused by mods or other factors. Now, if it's valid, they'll either merge it into an existing thread or create a new one. And then it goes to the QA team. QA might ask for more info from players to reproduce the bug, which is really important, especially because The Sims 4 has so many combinations of content, gameplay styles, mods, and randomness. Even internally, devs are constantly finding and reporting bugs as well. Now, if QA can reproduce the issue, it gets logged and given a severity rating based on how many votes it has and how disruptive it is. The next step, fix is investigated and created. A team of engineers looks into the bug to figure out what's actually causing it. Sometimes it's simple, but other times it can involve major code rewrites. They also have to make sure the fix doesn't break anything else, which we all know has happened before. I mean, the patch notes are known for it. Fix 3 things, break 6 more. Once a fix is made, it goes back to QA for testing to make sure it works across all platforms. And now the final step, fix is deployed to players. Once it passes QA, the fix gets reviewed and then scheduled for a patch. EA says they try to build as many fixes together as possible to limit downtime or disruption, and they also mention that all of this takes coordination across multiple teams and that they do prioritize fixes based on votes and community reports. So if you've ever wondered if your feedback actually matters, it really does. This is why I always tell you guys, go on the forums and upvote, me too, whatever it is now. If you're also experiencing a bug, add to it with what you're experiencing. And if you found a way to reproduce it, let them know, because that's probably the most important piece of information. With that, they're likely to find a fix pretty fast. So now let's talk about what's actually being worked on for the next update. So here's the list of player reported issues that are under investigation right now. Fishing spots in Sulani errors. Very happy to see this here. This will be fixed in the next update. After finishing any quests, if the sim travels to another lot, the quests reappear. Unable to place the rock solid faux wall due to big footprint. Backplate of toilet does not hide in wall. Leaves and branches become more visible when hovering and rotating the I'll Live You Forever tree plant. Textured glass swatches are missing for the wave goodbye privacy screen object. The throne of stone toilet toilet's back plate is now properly hidden when placed against a wall. I guess just more specifics on that issue here. The I Love You Forever plant now shows correct visibility when rotated. They also said there are other issues being worked on that don't have EA forum threads, so they weren't listed, and they added a reminder that some bugs take longer to fix due to complexity. So even if it's being investigated, that does not guarantee that it's going to make it into the next patch. So there are two big community issues occurring at the moment. The first one is save file corruption. They've listed the status here as 8+ related issues found, but some need more player info to reproduce, and they did link to the active thread where players can add details to help them out. And there's also a temporary troubleshooting guide there if your game's already been affected. And the second issue, you can probably already guess, is weather effects occurring indoors. This is still actively being investigated. If you're still seeing snow or rain inside your builds, you can add your experience to this EA forum thread. I will have links to all of this posted down below. So this was probably one of the most transparent laundry lists we've seen in a minute, and I think that is partially due to a lot of the player and community questions lately with what's going on with transparency. Why aren't we hearing as much? The amount of bugs seems to be increasing, but here they actually explained what's going on behind the scenes instead of just listing bugs. So I think a lot of simmers will appreciate that, but I'm curious on what you guys think about all of this. Are you seeing any issues here from this list that are occurring in your game right now, or stuff that you're experiencing that aren't here on this list? Let me know down in the comments. That's gonna be it from me for this video for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy life simming.